When I think of dark femininity, I don't think about manipulation or becoming cold. I think about a woman who knows herself, protects her peace, and moves through life with quiet confidence and intention. These are the dark feminine habits that I'll be cultivating before this year ends. So the first one is strengthening my boundaries. I want to be able to say no without excessive guilt or over-explaining myself. And honestly, that is my weakness. I definitely struggle a lot with that, having boundaries and being able to say no. I do tend to be the person that wants to make other people feel good, even if it makes me feel uncomfortable, even though they are clearly doing something wrong. So I definitely want to learn to do that. Say no, because in this world that we live in, we have to all have boundaries. Otherwise, people definitely will walk over you. The second one is I want to become emotionally regulated. So that means reacting thoughtfully and intentionally instead of reacting impulsively, which happens all too much in this world. A dark feminine woman has control over her emotions. She knows her worth, so she doesn't need to react over the top and prove a point or raise her voice. She doesn't freak out when things go wrong, but rather has faith that things will always work out better. The next one is honoring my standards. I refuse to settle for less than what I deserve. I refuse to change my standards to fit in with other people so that they like me or they think I'm like them. If I know something is wrong, I want to speak up about it. Or if I know that I want a certain thing, I need to go after that instead of lowering my standards. If I know that I want to be treated a certain way, then I'll only stick with people that treat me that certain way instead of changing myself and making myself unhappy and uncomfortable. The next one is practicing self-discipline. That is now a tricky one for a lot of people. And that means getting what needs to be done even when motivation is low. They say that motivation is not how you feel before the thing gets done, but rather after the thing gets done, or am I making that up? But basically what I'm trying to say is, even if I'm not motivated, I definitely want to still put in effort and just do what needs to be done. If you know that there's a project that needs to be done, do it. There's something at work that needs to be done, do it. A chore. It could be a chore, it could be school related, it could be work related. It needs to get done. The next one is stop people pleasing. I think this goes a lot hand in hand with having boundaries. If you have boundaries, then you are far less likely to people please. And this means that I need to realize that I can't make everybody happy, because you can't please everybody. You can't be liked by everyone. It's not possible. You may be liked by a certain type of person and then be disliked by other. But that's the reality. But rather focus on what you know is right and be true to yourself. Next one is becoming financially responsible. I need to build independence and definitely stop planning for the future. I've seen so many videos that say have an emergency fund. I definitely need to get there. Having an emergency fund and paying off all the current debts that I have, that I think a lot of people are in. A lot of people are in debt nowadays. Next one is developing emotional resilience. This is not an easy one for me, especially. I want to learn to cope with disappointment and setbacks. And honestly, this is definitely a weakness of mine. It can be small things, but sometimes when something goes wrong, I kind of get in a panic mode. And I don't really know why. I've always been like that since a child. If something goes wrong, then I feel like everything is going to go wrong. And it really gets me in a bad mood. And that is a big thing that I need to learn to overcome. Being able to be emotionally resilient and know that things will work out even if something is going wrong in the meantime. The next one is prioritizing personal growth. I want to be reading, learning, and continuously improving myself, because I feel like that is so important. I sometimes see some girls that are so well educated and I just feel like I need to become like that. It motivates me a lot. So I definitely want to do that. I want to be well educated and always working to improve myself. And then the last one is letting go of the need of external validation. I feel like a lot of us struggle with that. It kind of ties hand in hand with being a people pleaser and boundaries, not having boundaries. So I definitely want to work on that, letting go of the need for external validation. Because like we say, you can't make everybody happy. So these are the dark feminine habits that I want to cultivate for this year. What do you think? Do you think they're good habits and plans that I have? Would you want to do the same? Please leave a like and please subscribe if you're interested in this channel. Something cozy, something a little bit coquette, glamour, vintage. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Bye!